Most people think peace comes from avoiding conflict. But that's not how the real world works anymore. In today's society, the calmer you try to be, the more people test you. The kinder you are, the more people push your boundaries. And the more emotionally reactive you become, the easier you are to control. That's the part nobody tells you. Modern life is not just noisy. It's psychologically engineered to keep you emotionally unstable. Social media profits from your outrage. News profits from your fear. Toxic people profit from your reactions. And weak-minded individuals will always try to drag emotionally disciplined people down to their level. But there's a reason certain people walk through chaos without breaking. It's not because their life is easier. It's because they learned something most people never do. Your emotional reactions are the leash society uses to control you. And in this video, we're going to break that leash. Not through fake positivity. Not through good vibes. But through 7 Stoic principles that can make you emotionally untouchable in a world addicted to chaos. And stay until the end, because the final principle is the one most people avoid their entire lives, even though it quietly changes the way you see every insult, every betrayal, and every stressful moment forever. A lot of people today are exhausted, but they don't fully understand why. It's not just work. It's not just bills. It's not just politics, relationships, or social media. It's the constant emotional pressure of modern life. Every day, someone wants access to your attention. Someone wants a reaction from you. Someone wants your anger, your fear, your anxiety, your insecurity. And the dangerous part is this. Most people never realize how much of their emotional state is being manipulated by external forces. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." 2,000 years later, that sentence may be more relevant now than ever before. Because today, people are losing themselves emotionally over things they cannot control. Online opinions. Strangers' validation. Algorithm-driven outrage. Comparison culture. Fake success. Endless distraction. And slowly, they lose their peace without even noticing it. This video is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming stable. It's about learning how to remain grounded in a society that constantly rewards emotional instability. We're going to walk through 7 Stoic principles, not as abstract philosophy, but as real psychological tools for surviving modern life without losing yourself. And as we move forward, each principle will become deeper, more uncomfortable, and more powerful. Because the final level of Stoicism isn't just peace. It's freedom. Principle 1, the control filter. One of the fastest ways to destroy your peace is trying to control things that were never yours to control in the first place. And most people spend their entire lives doing exactly that. They try to control how others see them, how fast success arrives, whether people stay loyal, what strangers think online, how the world behaves. And when reality refuses to cooperate, they collapse emotionally. Epictetus understood this deeply. Before becoming one of the greatest Stoic philosophers in history, he lived as a slave. Imagine that for a moment. A man with almost no external freedom somehow became mentally freer than most modern people with unlimited choices. Why? Because he realized something brutal. The moment you attach your peace to things outside your control, your peace no longer belongs to you. You see this everywhere today. A man checks his phone first thing in the morning and sees bad news. His mood is destroyed before his day even starts. Someone posts a negative comment online, and suddenly they spend hours mentally arguing with a stranger they'll never meet. A relationship changes. A boss acts unfairly. The market crashes. And emotionally, people fall apart because they expected the world to obey their preferences. But Stoicism teaches something uncomfortable. The world was never designed to make you comfortable. And Machiavellian reality makes this even clearer. Emotionally reactive people are easier to predict, easier to manipulate, easier to distract. That's why modern systems constantly stimulate emotional reactions. Because calm people think clearly. And clear thinkers are dangerous to manipulative environments. The next time chaos hits your life, pause and ask yourself, is this actually within my control? Because if it isn't, sacrificing your peace over it is self-destruction disguised as concern. Principle 2. Choose not to be harmed. Most emotional pain is not created by the event itself. It's created by the meaning we attach to it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." At first, that sounds unrealistic. Until you begin noticing how often people hand strangers emotional authority over their lives. Someone ignores their message, and they spiral emotionally. Someone criticizes them publicly, and it ruins their entire week. Someone disrespects them at work, and now they replay the moment in their head for months. But here's the truth most people avoid. Not every insult deserves emotional access to your nervous system. Sometimes people provoke you simply because your reaction entertains them. Sometimes they want proof they can still emotionally control you. And the moment you explode emotionally, you confirm it. Think about how much modern culture rewards emotional instability. Outrage spreads faster than calm. Drama gets more attention than wisdom. Reaction gets more engagement than restraint. Society keeps telling people, express every emotion immediately. But Stoicism asks a harder question. What if every emotion deserves observation before expression? That changes everything. Because emotionally disciplined people understand something most people never learn. Feeling emotion is human. Being ruled by it is optional. Principle 3, the 48-hour rule. One of the most dangerous moments in your life is the first emotional reaction. Because in that moment, you are not thinking clearly. You are thinking chemically. Anger floods your body. Fear accelerates your heartbeat. Pride demands immediate action. And modern society worships instant reactions. Reply now. Post now. React now. Defend yourself immediately. But emotionally mature people know something different. The first reaction is rarely the wisest one. That's why the 48-hour rule is so powerful. When something deeply triggers you, wait. Breathe. Disappear for a moment. Allow emotion to cool before making decisions. This alone can save marriages, careers, friendships, reputations, mental health. Think about how many lives get destroyed by temporary emotions. One angry text. One impulsive post. One emotional argument. One revenge decision. A calm mind sees reality. An emotional mind sees distortion. And here's the uncomfortable Machiavellian truth. People who can provoke your emotions can control your behavior. That means every time someone successfully drags you into emotional chaos, they temporarily gain power over your mind. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. Silence is not weakness. Sometimes silence is emotional discipline refusing to become manipulation's puppet. Principle 4. Love the friction. Most people spend their lives trying to eliminate discomfort. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Discomfort is training. Modern society sells comfort constantly. Convenience. Dopamine. Distraction. Instant pleasure. Emotional escape. And slowly, people become psychologically fragile. A delayed text ruins their mood. A difficult conversation gives them anxiety. 5 minutes alone with their thoughts feels unbearable. But strength is built through friction. A weightlifter doesn't hate resistance. Resistance is the reason muscles grow. The same applies psychologically. The betrayal. The rejection. The uncertainty. The loneliness. These moments either destroy you, or sharpen you. And often, the people with the strongest presence are not people who avoided pain. They are people who survived it without losing themselves. This is where Stoicism becomes deeply personal. Because eventually life forces everyone into difficult seasons. Heartbreak. Financial stress. Humiliation. Failure. Uncertainty. And in those moments, philosophy stops being intellectual. It becomes survival. Principle 5. The perspective shift. One reason people suffer emotionally is because they unconsciously treat temporary problems like permanent disasters. A bad month feels like a ruined life. A rejection feels like permanent failure. An embarrassing moment feels unforgettable. But most problems shrink when viewed from a wider perspective. The Stoics practiced imagining themselves from above. Their city. Their country. The planet itself. A tiny moment in an enormous universe. This wasn't nihilism. It was emotional recalibration. Because perspective weakens emotional exaggeration. 5 years from now, most of today's stress will not matter. The argument. The online drama. The fake status competition. The opinions people obsess over. Gone. And yet people sacrifice their mental health over temporary noise every single day. Modern culture traps people in microscopic thinking. Endless comparison. Endless outrage. Endless validation chasing. But emotionally grounded people zoom out. And once you zoom out enough, you realize something freeing. Not every battle deserves your nervous system. Principle 6. Voluntary discomfort. One of the most dangerous addictions in modern society is comfort. Not physical comfort alone. Emotional comfort. People become addicted to constant stimulation. Approval. Convenience. Distraction. Escaping discomfort. And over time, this creates psychological dependency. That's why voluntary discomfort matters. Cold showers. Phone detoxes. Silence. Solitude. Discipline. Not because suffering is romantic, but because choosing discomfort builds emotional independence. When you willingly experience discomfort, fear loses power over you. You stop panicking over inconvenience. You stop needing constant entertainment. You stop collapsing every time life becomes difficult. And here's the deeper truth. A person who cannot tolerate discomfort becomes controllable. Because society can manipulate anyone addicted to comfort. But people who train themselves mentally become far harder to influence. That's why emotionally disciplined people often appear calmer than everyone else. Not because life is easier for them, Because they trained for reality while everyone else trained for comfort. Principle 7. Remember you will die. This is the principle most people avoid. And ironically, it's the one that can free you the most. One day, every argument ends. Every opinion disappears. Every fake status game becomes meaningless. Including us. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself of mortality. Not to become depressed, but to stop wasting life on nonsense. Because when you truly understand your time is limited, clarity appears. You stop obsessing over strangers. You stop chasing approval from people who don't even respect themselves. You stop wasting years trying to be understood by emotionally immature people. And suddenly, peace becomes more valuable than ego. Modern society keeps people distracted because distracted people rarely ask important questions. But mortality forces honesty. Are you actually living? Or are you spending your life emotionally reacting to chaos designed to consume your attention? Because eventually, everyone reaches a moment where they realize most of the things they stressed about never truly mattered. So let's bring everything together. The Stoics understood something modern society desperately tries to make people forget. Your emotional state is power. And whoever controls your emotions, controls your life. Today we talked about controlling what is actually yours to control. Refusing unnecessary emotional injury. Creating distance between trigger and reaction. Using discomfort as strength. Shifting perspective. Building emotional independence. Remembering mortality to eliminate fake priorities. None of this makes you emotionless. It makes you harder to manipulate. And maybe that's what true peace actually is. Not escaping reality, but remaining steady inside it. Because the strongest people are rarely the loudest. They are the ones who can stand in chaos without becoming chaotic themselves. If this video spoke to something you've been feeling lately, let me ask you something. What's been stealing your peace the most recently? Stress? People? Overthinking? Social media? Pressure to constantly prove yourself? Drop it in the comments. Not because you're weak for struggling with it, but because more people are dealing with the same battle silently than you probably realize. And if you want more videos about Stoicism, emotional discipline, modern psychological warfare, and reclaiming control over your mind in a chaotic world, subscribe to Stoic Craft. Until next time, protect your peace, guard your mind, and never let a chaotic world train you to become emotionally weak.